Hi everyone, welcome. FPL Matchday here, and we are at the end of the World Cup fantasy streams. I can't believe it. It is the final. What a great World Cup this has been. Has it been a great fantasy game? I'll let you guys decide that. It's had its ups and downs. Some of the points were missing. We never got the key passes. We never got the key tackles. No one really knows what happened to those points. There was a few glitches, a few bugs along the way. But look, overall, it's been enjoyable enough. It's kept the time going. It's kept the time passing without FPL. And tonight it's the match day 7, the World Cup final team selection. So I'll be going through my team. 6 transfers we've been given. There's 2 more games left. The third place playoff between Croatia and Morocco. And then the final, the big one between Argentina and France. Lionel Messi's Argentina. Can he finally win the big one, the trophy, the promised land? He's obviously lost one final. This is a chance to win another. Or will it be Mbappe's France? Cannot wait for it. But this is fantasy football, so let's get into it. Before I do, please give this video a like. The support is really, really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and this is the first time you've seen one of my streams. Please subscribe. There's plenty of fantasy football content. There's plenty of football content on this channel and some really good guests throughout the season and some really awesome people that join in. I just love engaging with my audience. So yeah, please give us a subscribe and go and check out all of the socials at FPL Matchday. But look, like I said, let's get straight into it. This is my team selection for the final. So I will share screen. If you do have any questions along the way whilst you're watching this, please get them in the comments. Let me know what your questions are. If you need any help with transfers, team news, anything, even just World Cup, my thoughts, my predictions and that type of thing, I'm here to help and answer. As you can see there on the screen, 0 out of 6 transfers left. I've used all 6 already. I didn't even want to wait for team news for Croatia Morocco. I'm just happy just to tick along and play the last couple of games. Ranks 57.9k. Look, it's okay. There was probably a couple of rounds I didn't use the chips as well as I would have liked to. And it probably would have boosted my rank a bit more. I think when I missed out on the Mbappe haul in match week 2. But look, I've enjoyed it. But look, let's get into it. Goalkeepers. So I've gone with the Croatian keeper, Livakovic. In goals, had a great tournament. Really impressive. Has been brilliant from a fantasy football perspective as well. Croatia obviously drawn a lot of games. They've only actually won 1 game throughout the whole World Cup, would you believe? The rest have all been draws. I'm saying that because the penalty shootouts, the games were draws, and they obviously got those wins on penalties, and they did have that win in 19 minutes in the group stage. But brilliant keeper, lots of saves against Brazil. Obviously, it was one of the heroes in the shootout. So Livkovic in goal, ready for the first game. He was one of my transfers. Now my defence, as you can see, Kunde and Molina stay. They're in there from the semi-finals, ever present in this team's side. They will both start. And then a couple of early players from the third place playoff. Hakimi from Morocco, obviously one of the stars for them and one of the stars for them in this tournament. So he is in there. And then Sosa from Croatia. So I've got myself covered for both teams in this game, just in case the game is 0-0 or 1-0 either way or 2-0 either way. Or attacking returns as well. So back 4, that's my defence. 3 transfers already used there. So Livkovic, come on, because I didn't have a second goalkeeper. Hakimi and Sosa come in. And it's nice to say I've got a full squad as well for the next couple of games with these extra transfers we were given. And then a midfield 3, captain's armband for the first night. Obviously, you can change it twice. Goes on to Perisic. I think quite a few people will be putting it on Perisic. I'm also considering maybe a change to Ziyech or Hakimi. I don't think as many people are kind of considering them. It's definitely worth trying something differential in this match. But like I mentioned, Perisic, Ziyech is in there as well. Ziyech has been an ever-present. I've had him for the last couple of fixtures. Perisic is new. He come in one of my transfers. And then Enzo Fernandez, obviously, has had a brilliant tournament for Argentina. He comes in there as well. I did have him up until the semi-finals where I did move him on, and he's back in on my transfers. Not too many midfielders to pick from the Argentinian and the French sides. Rabiot's got a sickness. They're not sure if he'll play. And then the likes of Griezmann are forwards. But that is my midfield three. Fernandes and Perisic transferred in. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my transfers so far. And then we go into the forward line. It hasn't changed. It's the three I had in the semis: Messi, Mbappe, and Giroud. I was kicking myself because it was between Alvarez and Giroud in the semi-final. I didn't think Alvarez was going to start, and because I do these streams, I'd already made my transfers for the streams, and I wasn't awake when the team news was initially released here in Australia. But Giroud's in there, Mbappe's in there, so I've got myself covered if France do score. So he couldn't fit Griezmann in there. I've got the king, Lionel Messi. The captain's armband's going to go to him. If Perisic doesn't do anything in that game, the captain's armband will go to Messi. Over Mbappe, yes, and a lot of it's just because Messi's he's just something about him, isn't it, in this tournament? I remember Mbappe's been brilliant, but yeah, Messi's just been so consistent with his goals. Obviously, I know there's been penalties, but he's also got assists. Argentina can have 50,000 fans in this stadium. It's just, it's going to be brilliant. I cannot wait. But that is my front three. It is unchanged. And then if we go to my defense, my bench, not my defense. My bench, as you can see, Hugo Lloris is my second keeper, so he can come in for Livkovic there. Klaassen, he's been there now for a couple of rounds or match days since the Netherlands are now out. I didn't have enough transfers to move him on, and I didn't want to take a -3. McAllister has come in as my 6th transfer for Argentina. I wanted to get another Argentinian midfielder in there, and McAllister does have that knack of arriving late in the box. And then my last player on my bench is Hernandez, scored in the semi-finals. He can sub on for Sosa or Hakimi if need to. They might not need to come on, these guys, but at least I got some bench options. And to be honest, I'm probably just looking at my squad overall. It's just going to probably be stabilized and sort of remain kind of where it is in terms of its rank. I'm just kind of hoping not to drop any lower, maybe gain some rank rise for those managers that maybe aren't playing the game anymore. But yeah, overall, really enjoyable World Cup. Game's been a bit up and down from a fantasy perspective, but I really appreciated everyone that's joined the channel, joined the streams, support the streams, like the video, subscribed during this World Cup. I've really, really appreciated. So look, if you are new here, and when you here during the comp, tell all your friends about the channel, get everyone involved. I love, as I said at the start of the stream, collaborating with everyone in the chat and everyone that joins the streams. And I also like getting guests on. So if you ever want to be a guest, come to the comments and just let me know. But look, that is the end of the stream. It's a quick stream, just my team selection for the last game of the World Cup. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Any questions, get them in the comments. And look, stay tuned on the channel. There's going to be plenty of Fantasy Premier League videos and content on here. I'm going to be back with a team selection, my favorite 3 defenders, my favorite 3 midfielders, my favorite 3 strikers. The podcast prior to next week, so a deadline and a preview pod, so plenty of content to come. But look, let's leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks to everyone for watching all the streams throughout the World Cup. Like I said, please give the video a like, get your comments in, subscribe if you are new around here. I'm FPL Matchday, and I will see you in the next one.